As promised last week when we made the toast, this week we're topping some of the slices with some ideas, some of your ideas and some of my ideas. So stay tuned and see how fun and easy this project is. All right, so we're going to top some of these slices of toast, and this is probably going to be a little bit shorter video because I'm not feeling well enough to do a big long video. I've had really bad headaches this week, so bear with me if this is a little slow and a little disorganized. So we're going to start out with some peanut butter, and I am out of peanut butter. I went to grab peanut butter out of my cupboard to do a color match, and I didn't have any, so I'm guessing on my peanut butter color. So what I've got here is 2 parts Fimo Yellow Ochre mixed with 2 parts Sculpey 3 in Hazelnut and 1 part Fimo Golden Yellow. Just wanted to get kind of a peanut color. This is Fimo Chocolate, and what we're going to do, this one is going to be, let me get my aluminum foil on my tray here so I can work on top of it. I don't need all of this. This is going to be our peanut butter, like I said, and I've got liquid Sculpey in the white, and I played around with both a little bit of TLS that I have, translucent liquid Sculpey, and the there we are, and the white, and it didn't seem to make a difference. I was able to get a pretty consistently the same color. The only big difference I noticed was on the chocolate color. It came out a little, not quite as nice of a finish on top, but since I'm almost out of TLS, I'm going to go ahead and use the white liquid clay. So I have a piece of toast. I've got that there. And probably have more than I need, but that's okay. Our little mini people have made very generous peanut butter toast. Let's take off a little of that. And you could use a knife or, a miniature knife or something to make a little swirl. I think that'll be okay. And then that can be set aside to bake. Let's do the same thing with some of the chocolate color. And basically you could do other things too. You could mix up other colors to represent other toppings you might put on your toast. You guys have given me some really good ideas, and a couple of them I'm going to have to work on specifically to get what I want, get the colors I want worked out for you. So that's will be coming in the future. Now this one, if you haven't figured out, is like Nutella, a chocolate hazelnut type spread. Something my kids always love to have for a treat when they were growing up. And again, we're just going to spread it around. And you could put as much or as little of this onto your toast as you want. Now let's create a little bit of a jam or a jelly. Let me see what color I've got here. I've got my oil paints out next to me, and I know what I would like. Oh, I don't have that color. Okay, so I'm going to mix a purple up to make kind of a grape color, if I can get it. Okay, not with that one, I'm not. What color is this? Okay, I'm going to get out a little bit of scarlet red and a little bit of phthalo blue. Just a little tiny bit. And you don't need much. Now, if you have liquid Kato clay, that's actually makes a much clearer finish on your jam or jelly. So if you've got that, you can make a nice more translucent color. this will be okay today. And then just put a little jam on there. And let's actually do one more. Let's take some more of this peanut butter color. Oh, I need a clean toothpick. I had a whole bunch of toothpicks on my tray. I don't know where they went. And I'm just kind of using my fingernail to hold this down. And then, now be careful when you're putting your oil paint into your liquid clay that you don't put too much in, because if you put too much of the oil paint in, it won't cure when you bake it. It'll remain sticky and soft. If you have a nice purple color paint, it will work better. I don't really have a good colors to mix to make a good purple. So I am going to bake those 4 pieces of toast at the recommended temperature for my clays for 10 full minutes, because the liquid clay does need to cure all the way through. When they're cured and cooled back to room temperature, we'll come back and take a look. So I'll be right back. All right, here's what they look like baked. I haven't done anything to them other than bake them and let them cool. So now I'm going to add just a little bit of Mod Podge to the tops. Now I've got matte Mod Podge out. I'm going to put that right here. And I'm going to use the matte Mod Podge on a small brush to just coat the tops of the peanut butter and the Nutella. And off camera, I'll probably pick these up where I can see them better and get into some of the other areas on there that I maybe am missing on camera. And remember, Mod Podge, you need to go very, very lightly, especially on polymer clay. Because if you put it on too thick, it has a tendency to remain sticky. But usually if you put on a nice thin, even coat, it doesn't remain too sticky. Let's see if I can get some on just the peanut butter portion of this one. Now, if you guys have some more ideas of things you'd like to see, be sure and leave them either in the comments of this video or last week's video. I am making a list for another toast topping video that I'm going to work out some other things to put on them. Now I have some satin Mod Podge and another brush. And I'm going to use satin on top of the jam stuff that I've got here. That way it'll be just a tiny bit shinier. Now, like I said, this is a little dense looking. If I had Kato liquid clay, that is a much more translucent product when it's baked. I was planning to get to Hobby Lobby to get some, but I just didn't feel up to getting there. So we're just going to use what I've got today. So there those are. I'm going to let them dry, and when they're dry, I'll come back and we'll take a look at how they look finished and talk about what else we could do. So I'll be back in a sec. All right, there's our finished toast toppings, at least this batch. And like I said, we'll come back and do some more of these in a while, probably a month or so out. I'll have another video with more ways to top our toast. And maybe by that time, I'll have gotten to Hobby Lobby and gotten the other liquid clay so that we can try a more translucent looking topping. But I love how they turned out. I think they're cute. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Be sure and check the blog post. I'll have photos and more information over there as always. If you liked today's video, be sure and hit the like button. Leave me a comment. What toppings would you like to see for your Dollhouse miniature toast? Or what other foods would you like to see me make in future videos? Let me know. I love to make the things that you request. If you enjoy my content and haven't subscribed, be sure and hit that subscription button and the notification bell so you know when I put up a new video. Thank you very much for watching today, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.